Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Outside.
Mike for you. I got you. Lady.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Three buzz. Go.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Double. Ready? Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Get that quarterback. And on the home. Mike 55. Check back.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Whitney merciless, providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 19. 59.
Check 4.
59.
Check 49. Me. I got it.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 45 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, baby. 37's the mic. Mike 37. Ready? Whip. Watch the whip. Motion.
Hey, Delta.
Ready? Mike 37. Let's go, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Darnold from the gun. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55. What's up?
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown run, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball.
Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Joker.
Hey, Foxtrot.
41's coming. 41's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. Check 31.
Oh, lady.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete, it's Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down, Darnold. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Darnold completes to Bell, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Nice, sweetheart. Man, Eddie. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Hey, high 7.
41's the Mike. Check 41.
Oh, 80.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Hey, zoom.
Check tight.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down. Get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big...
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good size lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Watch 24. Check the backer. SOS.
29.
SOS. Alert 3.
29. Get the point down. He's coming.
Kill. I got him. Back smart. I got him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Tighten up. Check 37. Anyway, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, 31.
Close, close. 57's the mic. Watch it.
Hey, 59. Line up, go. Line up, go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Let's go. Come on. Check, check. Lucky.
Line up.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flushed out right. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Break.
18.
54 Mike.
Hey, 31.
Whoa.
Alert.
Check safety.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Bell sheds him off. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Darnold completes it. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mark 37. We own it. We own now.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
24. 1999. No time now.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Check, check. Get down. Hey, we gotta snap it. Hey, turn it up. Line up, go.
Watson on first down. He's got Fuller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run high, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They run again with Hyde on first. Powers through him. And Power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Watson with a give to Miller. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A first down throw, Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On first down, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Go, go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 57's the mic. Behind him, go.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check, check, check. Time to go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson going deep for Hopkins. He's got him in. Complete. 39 yards there. A big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Check hot route. Hot. Let's 57. 57's right.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. It's a gain of 5, so a first and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
36, 36.
From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, it's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Safety's creeping. Tight go. Watch out.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now first and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Slam, slam. Check, 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 check.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for